I think Dr. King is an inspirational leader and speaker. He really pulls at my heartstrings because of everything that he stood for, never to give up the fight, even when you're uncomfortable. You want to see things change, you've got to be that change.
What I wish people would understand about Martin Luther King, particularly if they just paid attention just to the I Have a Dream speech, is that yes, he is focusing on social justice for Black people, but he's really talking about equity and inclusion for everyone.
The Plaza first came to be about when Black Student Union and student government joined forces to bring the Plaza to campus and to name it after Dr. King. And it was first dedicated in 1982 when the Plaza was barren and empty, right? There's nothing there except for some grass. And so now, as you see what it is, this beautiful bust, that also in 1995, the student body came up and decided that they wanted to spruce it up, and USF spent $1.8 million to renovate the area, including recasting the bust. And this new bust includes a neck and shoulders, where it was just a head before, now they included more.
The Martin Luther King bust is actually the same height as what Martin Luther King was. So if you go, you can compare your height to him. That was his actual height. If you look at his eyes, he's actually staring at a reflection pond that is right across from him. That's actually a replica of the reflection pond that is in Washington, D.C., and the Washington Monument.
The statue and the pool is based on a Mobilizing the Dream initiative that was put together to honor, Black, African-American people from the African diaspora. A pool to reflect on the plight of Black people and the progress that's been made for Black people in the United States. And it's just a remembrance of the struggle of Black people.
The stone markers are actually engraved with MLK's I Have a Dream speech. And there are also some other stone markers on the bottom of the MLK bust that are leading towards the location of MLK's most memorable speeches.
It is a reminder that the work that he started or that he was part of needs to continue. That there is disparate treatment that is experienced by people of color, specifically Black people. But there are very, very major stereotypes and biases that Black women specifically have to encounter and endure on a day-to-day basis.
I'm happy to see that the university is taking the Black students' requests in account and providing more spaces for us to feel more comfortable in comparison to our white counterparts.
The reason why we have MLK here, this is actually the center of the USF map. If you look at the map geographically, this is actually the middle. And we wanted to put something here that represents what USF stands for, which is inclusion and diversity and acceptance. We have students here from over 145 different countries and all 50 states. We accept students from all different types of religious backgrounds, ethnicities, races. We really like having all students here participate in all aspects of USF life.
But we have MLK Plaza where there's not many events, but at least we can go there and just feel like, okay, this is my space. I feel a little bit more comfortable. And we also just recently have the Black Student Space, which is the Institute on Black Lives Student Success Lounge. But it gives everyone like a sense of belonging. They feel safe here, they feel comfortable, they can communicate, and they can be themselves without having to be judged or ridiculed or just looked at weird.
So I think it's really important that we do have that representation of him here at a PWI, because it should mean a lot to everyone, to be honest, and whatever all of his visions that he bestowed, we should all be furthering with, right? We should all be helping each other out.
I don't walk through there often because if I do, I'm not going to class. But whenever I walk through there, I'm just like, what a nice little statue. When we had the glow-in-the-dark manhunt there, it just felt like it was a powerful area to be in at the moment with all of the Black students on campus, and we were just having fun. And I think having it at that monument made much more of a difference in everyone's mood.
Every time I see that bus, I am always reminded that were it not for his work, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing today. I wouldn't be an associate vice. I wouldn't have a PhD. I wouldn't have any of those things. And those things have been hard for me to achieve and attain. But in comparison to what he had to do and many others, it's nothing. And I just need to keep it moving and just keep on doing it and stay positive and remember that change is possible because I'm the product of change.